Well, here in the CSRA, school is ending, which means road trip travel season will be starting. And it's a safe bet that you've probably had that bag of goodies to pull from when you've been on the road. But the question is there healthy stuff in there? Registered dietitian Josh Janson joins us now with some nutrition and health tips to fuel your travels and help make long distances a bit more enjoyable experience. Josh, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me back again.
Absolutely. Let's talk about this. Everybody's on the road doing trips, everything. Let's talk about the key nutrients to focus on when you are choosing your road trip snacks.
Yeah, we're focusing on our three main nutrients, which is our carbohydrate, our protein, and our fat. We're looking for more complex things, which is going to be slower digesting, which is going to give us longer lasting energy. So when we talk about carbohydrates, we're thinking of whole grain carbohydrates, something that's going to take a long time to digest, and that way we're not having rises in blood glucose, which can cause drowsiness when driving. Protein is another thing that we want in our diet to help again slow that digestion down. It's also very satiating, so that we're not having those hunger pangs or even then tempted to pull over and stop and have something less healthy. And then we want some healthy fat in there too, because that's again something slow to digest, and it also can help increase our focus and concentration.
I see. Now my wife is more of an apple almond type lady.
She's on the right track.
Yeah, and I get the bag of Bugles, so apparently I need to be more on her track. So let's talk about that. What foods or food groups should we avoid?
We're looking to try to avoid simple sugars. Those are often found in something, unfortunately, like Bugles, candy,
No offense,
sweets,
Bugles.
baked goods, because those will cause your blood glucose to rise real fast, and then it'll crash. So it might give you some satisfaction and quick energy for about an hour, but then maybe you're dropping real fast and you notice, whoa, I need to pick myself back up. Then you might go ahead and drink for the next thing, which would be a simple sugar beverage like pop or other soft drinks or coffee drinks that are full of sugar, which again is going to give us that quick energy, but there's nothing else backing it up. So it's easy to consume, and it's something that when we're over consuming, we're again spiking our blood glucose, and then we're going to come crashing down. So you just need to keep refueling that, and that's not a great cycle to be on.
Okay, so how can you eat healthy when you're taking a road trip?
The first thing to do is to plan your snacks, because you put the effort into planning your road trip. So plan your snacks as well. Think about what you're going to bring. Bring a cooler so that you can store things in there, especially if they aren't shelf stable, if they're perishable goods. You should also think about ahead of time what you're going to take that's enjoyable for everybody, and then by planning your snacks, you're also going to allow yourself to have more freedom later on to choose the meals at maybe a restaurant that's on the whim. At least you went ahead and planned most of your snacks, and maybe they're healthier snacks that are allowing us to make the better decisions later on and still enjoy things because you're on the road.
Okay, so we've mentioned carbohydrates, proteins, low sugar, which is great, but people probably need visual images of what they can actually pick. So what are some snacks that fit the bill for a good road trip?
A good one is a fruit and protein pairing or fat pairing, like peanut butter and apple or banana. You can do some slices of apple and dip it in peanut butter. Starkist tuna packets are really well because they are high protein, also some healthy fat, and they are shelf stable, so you can do that with some pretzels. You can even make like a peanut butter sandwich. I remember I was here last time talking about golf nutrition. Those peanut butter pancakes works really well for this situation as well. You can use whole grain bread if you want instead. Even making like a turkey pinwheel sandwich or turkey roll-ups. Beef jerky is another classic out there. But again, we're looking for like a protein and a carbohydrate pairing that's a bit more complex.
Okay, so we've been talking about eating. You need something to wash all this down. So let's talk about hydration and what's the best thing for us on the road.
Yeah, we can't overlook hydration. I know everybody's afraid of going to the bathroom on the road frequently, but it is key to still have some kind of sugar-free hydration. We don't need the electrolytes that we have from sports drinks because we're just not sweating as much unless your air conditioning is broken. I've experienced that, and that's like coming out of like a NASCAR driver. So water is your #1 source of hydration in this case, and when we are dehydrated, again, it can help. It can cause us to lose focus and decrease our concentration. When we're on the road, we need that as much as possible. You can also do flavored waters like with Mio or Crystal Light, seltzers. So again, we're trying not to get sugar from our beverages, so sugar-free options that provide some flavor and to regularly hydrate so that we're not losing focus.
All right. Josh, any other tips you have for people about to hit the road?
So it's really good to eat, but it's also really good to try to get some activity in. So I like to think of exercise snacks. And this is something that you can do when you're even pumping gas or you're stopping to use the bathroom because we've been hydrating, we're protecting our kidneys.
Right.
So it's just something as simple as doing 20 seconds of high knees, 20 seconds of jumping jacks, 10 push-ups on your car, elevated push-ups, and then 10 air squats. So just do that as many times as it takes to pump your gas, or have everybody go to the bathroom, get your blood flowing, get your heart rate up, get that concentration going, because we need to be on top of our game when we're taking these long distance trips.
All right. Now you know what to do. Get those road trips ready and plan your snacks accordingly. And if somebody's looking at you at the gas station while you're doing some exercises, what are you looking at?
Exactly. That's happened to me. I point to my license plate.
There you go. All right. Josh, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.
No problem.